Yeah, the Titans are doing their best to be more fan-friendly these days, trying to create a yearly scrimmage that can become a must-attend attraction for fans like the ones in Green Bay, Denver, and elsewhere. But mostly, the Titans know fans want to see a winner. I had a chance to catch up with Jon Robinson after last night's scrimmage for the general manager's take on training camp so far. Jon Robinson, you are 1 week into training camp. What do you make of what you've seen so far from your group?
Well, I think tonight our guys came back from a practice yesterday that we wish we had back. You know, we made some plays out there, but we just didn't make enough, and we wouldn't have considered that a good practice. And I really like the way our guys bounced back tonight. I thought we did a lot of good things tonight, and we've strung together 3 or 4 good practices in a row throughout the course of camp.
This fan night, opening kickoff, whatever you want to call it, some teams have done it around the league. This is the first time the Titans have ever done it this big. I know you'd probably love the thunderstorm to have that back, but other than that, how did this night turn out, you think?
I thought, the crowd tried to stay with us as much as possible. I hated it. Got a little soggy on us there. We were dodging lightning. We were waiting for the all clear from the system command in there. And once we got out there and took the field, the fans were into it. Those that stayed, I thought, saw a pretty dang good practice tonight.
I think it reminded a lot of people of Miami in week 1 last year, the way it started. But the way the team came out, Marcus 6 of 7 on the opening drive for a touchdown, that's exactly what you want to see in a team responding, right? Yeah,
got started early. We're able to string some plays together. Had a couple good runs in there. He made some great throws tonight. I thought both sides, the blue and the white team, both had drives that we were able to sustain offensively. And then on the defensive side, we were able to come up with stops too.
Marcus was one of your offseason performers of the year. He's a captain tonight, has a good start tonight. Do you feel as comfortable about what's around him and setting him up for a good season as you maybe have since you've been here?
Yeah, I think we've been able to add some weapons, kind of bolstered that offensive line in the offseason and got some guys in here pass catcher-wise. It'd be good to get Derek back out there, get AJ back out there, and get those guys. And we've had some guys that, may have come in here and they weren't high on the depth chart and they keep showing up making plays. And for Mike and I, that's what we want, is to be competitive and guys scrapping and fighting for roster spots.
You always have adversity somewhere in training camp. It started for you with Taylor Lewan and the looming suspension before things even started, and then you have injuries in other places as well. What's the biggest concern you have about the roster at this point?
Well, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot roster-wise. We're constantly monitoring. There's not a ton of guys that are out there on the street right now that you can bring in here and add, but we're looking at that, and if a guy becomes available, that trade market's going to heat up here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll see what is best for the team at the end of the day.
First preseason game Thursday night in Philadelphia. Training camp's not over yet, though. So what's the mission of this team over the next couple of weeks before camp breaks?
Well, I think it's continue to focus on the details. Mike does a great job of telling the guys in team meetings every single day. It's the guys that fix the mistakes that happen in practice. Nobody's going to be perfect. Fix the mistakes. Don't make the second one twice. The guys that are repeat offenders, it's just hard for them to overcome and climb the depth chart. So that's what we're looking for, is guys to come out and build on each day.
Jon Robinson, appreciate the time. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks.